as the admin for other shows on this app. So if you or somebody you know would like to be on a featured show, any featured show, you can hit up Emoji J and he can send you to the right admin or get you on the show. But he does work with lots of folks on this app. So if you're looking to be on like a talk show like this, if you're looking to be on a game show or a dating show or a cooking show, let them know. Okay, we can get you guys on the shows that you want to be on. And why do you guys want to be on a show? Anybody want to tell me a reason that you think that if you're trying to grow on this app, featured shows are best? And I'm not saying my show. I'm saying any featured show, because I am fully well aware that you have got to have a set of cojones to do this show, because making yourself vulnerable is the most difficult thing a human can do. Exposure, yes. Communication, yes. These shows like this are definitely about communication. All right, reasons you want to be on featured shows: because it's going to help you get your favorites up, okay? You're going to get the exposure. You're going to get seen. Heck, you might even get gifts. You might even be one of the lucky people that's in one of those guest spots. Someone throws one of them wheels and wham, bam, kaboom, you've got dragons or you've got jets or you got all kinds of great. You never know. You never know. And reason number 3, because they are hella fun. These featured shows, most of them are meant to be fun, motivational, or you know what I mean? Like, just if y'all are trying to grow on this app, get on as many featured shows as humanly possible. Fit them into your schedule, okay? I'm telling you guys right now, they are worth it. I'm dropping everything today. But you guys, every week I end with a Q&Q, which is a quote and a question, and we bring that into the very first beginning of our show. So before we have, I don't know which one of you guys wants to go first. You guys decide, let me know, and then request the box. All right, so this says, I've done well, but the reason is pretty simple. I've worked my butt off. The toughest thing a performer can do is make it look as if it comes easy. What one thing have you worked hardest at? It says it on there. Should I cover it up? Am I going to get in trouble? I feel like I should cover the word. What one thing have you worked the hardest at? I'm going to say it's a toss-up between loving myself, raising my kids, and this streaming stuff. Those are 3 things that I've really worked hard at. We have raising my kid. We have, thank you, you guys. Thank you for the birthday wishes, all of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Jumping jacks. Hoops, you make me feel like I shouldn't. Hoops, I love your sense of humor. You are truly one of the most amazing gentlemen on this app. Holy cheese and rice. But, all right. So, what I just read was, I've done well, but the reason is pretty simple. I've worked my butt off. The toughest thing a performer can do is make it look as if it comes easy. What one thing have you worked the hardest at? And after we're done with this, we're going to get hoops in the box. But what is the one thing that you've worked the hardest at? We've had raising kids. We've had, I said that, like, getting myself onto this featured show, loving myself. I believe Chad said peace. Emoji J says, living can be pretty hard some days, especially if y'all have bits of depression. I'm not going to lie, man. I have my bad days too. Being a positive influence, I love that. Yeah. And you know, it sounds so easy, right? To be like, I'm going to be positive and spread joy. It's not as easy as it sounds. Not when there's so many cranky butts all over all the time. Working and getting to where you have your own company. Nice, boo. Fighting through cancer for the 4th time and not giving up despite all obstacles. Jolly old gal, sending air hugs, prayers, and positive vibes your way, love. T-Dog, the question is, what one thing have you worked the hardest at? So what one thing in your life have you just given it all? You know, loving me, yeah, T-Dog, that's a hard one for a lot of us. For a lot of us. But I'll tell you right now, I can promise you one thing, T-Dog. We're worth it. We just need to see it. Mental health is big too nowadays. Yep. But y'all, if y'all ever forget, I tell you guys every time before I get off this, and I'm not ending my show right now, but for those of you that have never been here when I end my streams, I tell each and every one of you every single time, remember that I love you, I believe in you, and never, ever, ever give up on your dreams, because I live by that. And if I didn't live by that, I don't know where I'd be. But I have to keep pushing and pushing and pushing every day. Joshua, stop. Stop. Sorry, my dog has got itchies in some of the spots. He's like starting to chew raw again, and I don't understand. So if I'm yelling at my dog today, please understand it's for his best interest, okay? You guys, I'm about to let Hoops into the box. Please remember that this is a featured show. It's Lessons Learned. I'm SillyLilly, and we meet here every Friday at 10 a.m. I will be changing my show times to Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. Unfortunately, my work schedule is going to be demanding of me Friday morning, so we have to switch the days. But we picked the same time. Just we're gonna start the week off right instead of ending it, right? So, all right, Hoops. I'm gonna hit that button. Here we go.
What's up, guys?
Hey, how are you?
Good morning. How are we feeling?
You with the joke, I feel like I should have laughed.
You know, I always got to sprinkle a little pizzazz real quick.
I love that you own it, though. I love that you own it, and then you rock it, and you really, you know, I just, you are an inspiration to many, and I've heard it since I've been on this app. Like I told you when you were on the show before, I creeped on you when I first started a whole lot. And you were always very positive and very motivational, so I'm glad to get you back on.
I appreciate it.
But I can't wait another second to figure out what the heck we're talking about. Yes, so fill me in.
I was going to just kind of go down the overcoming adversity and perseverance route in the lessons that I took from that, you know, and just the things that I've gone through to kind of bring me to where my mindset is today. You know, as some of you may or may not know, I am the first disabled male top badge here on the app. I definitely have gone through my fair share of challenges physically. I was born with cerebral palsy at birth. I had operations that left me confined to a wheelchair temporarily. And, you know, it just really kind of opened a lot of doors for me that I never thought I could go through unless I was to go through what I went through, you know, back when those challenges arose. And it was all about adaptation and just learning how to live in a different light and trying to just inspire people. You know, I have been in a chair since I was 14 years old. You know, it's definitely brought a lot of challenges in my life, but it's also brought a lot of blessings. And I think one of the biggest things that I could always say to people that go through anything that's maybe adversity based is that, you know, no matter what you go through in life, there's always ways to get through it, you know? And I definitely have had my fair share of people that have maybe not believed in me, but also I've had a lot of people in a lot of things, sports and otherwise, that have blessed me to spread a positive message. So that's what I'm about. And I think that that's the most important thing you can drive home. So if you're struggling or going through something that's hard, because, you know, there was times where I got really depressed and down on myself, but I never gave up. And I always put myself in a position to say, you know, I'm going to always make sure my cup is full, no matter what. It's so important to, when you go through like hard times in life, no matter what it is, big or small, understand that when you are like faced with adversity, there's always going to be that light, hopefully at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah, for sure. So what do you think, what would your best advice be to somebody who's facing a new challenge and they're not sure how to get through it. What is your best advice? Like, what steps
I
did
would
you
just
take?
say that, I think the best thing you can do is reach out to somebody that might be going through the same thing as you or something similar, because they have already gone through those obstacles and they're going to give you that outlook that's going to be like, okay, wow, if they can get through this, why can't I? You know what I mean? And maybe we don't all think the same, and maybe we don't all have the same like pattern of overcoming, but if you put yourself in a situation where you can kind of put yourself in their shoes and like take a step back and look at it from the outside looking in, you can really like take a lesson away and understand that it's not all gonna be a bad life. You can really overcome and make something of yourself. Because like literally, like I found adaptive sports. That was my thing. That's what got me to be like, I've got all these people around me that are all going through the same physical obstacles I'm going through. And guess what? I'm doing it just like they are. So like if I can do it, why can't they? Or vice versa. So
They can do it. Like
yeah, it can be hard to, always be happy, but what's up guys? It can always be hard to be happy, but it's never a bad thing to reach out to somebody that actually says, hey, I might be like struggling or I might be like down on myself one day because I want different circumstances, but I always believe, and I'm a man of faith, that I think that God gives his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers. I really, truly believe that.
Yeah, I agree 100%. And I love that you point out that although this was very new to you when you first had to deal with this change, just as any change for all of us is very new at the beginning, but by reaching out to other people that are going through the same thing, it's almost like it triggers that it's that button in the back of your brain that makes you realize that it's not impossible. Look at they have the same thing that I'm going through, and they are persevering. They are pushing through. They are striving, and I want that. And I love
to see it firsthand, and to see some of the circumstances that I've seen other individuals go through. I have it pretty dang easy, if I'm being honest, because I've been able to be self-sufficient my whole life since I was able to say I can move out on my own and I can do this. I mean, it might look hard some days, but well, it's part of life. You go through it, and you try to do the best you can to adapt.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that it's important to remember too that all of us have different hardships, right? Like what's hard for me might not be hard for you, and what's hard for you might not be hard for me. And
streaming for me, I find sometimes can be difficult. Like I'm just like, this is a lot of stuff going on. A lot of people,
with the negativity that gets on this app, and how people are so quick to judge and throw negative, I call it verbal vomit at people, but the one thing that I pride myself on is realizing and reminding people that those that are throwing that verbal vomit are just really sad people. So like we have to pray for them, for one, because I would not want to live a life that sad. Right. To where my highlight is bringing other people down, to where my highlight is bringing you to my level. And I think that's ridiculous, right? So I love that you mentioned that, and that it is hard.
There's a lot of different levels of vitriol on this app. There's a lot of different ways that people kind of take this journey and make their own course and make their own path to kind of impact how they want other people to perceive them. And I think if you're kind of just putting yourself in a position to be the light that you want to be, people are going to take that. They're going to want to take you there, and they're going to want to make you great and where you want to go with what you want to do. So it's huge for you to just kind of just carve out your own path, find your own people, and realize that like this thing that we have called life is only something that we have one shot at, and we got to live the best that we can.
Absolutely. I love that. So if you guys are just tuning in, this is Lessons Learned. I am SillyLilly, and this is Hoops. We meet right now every Friday. We are getting ready to change the slots till Sundays at 10 a.m. But we're talking about, I guess, believing in yourself, pushing through hard times, and remembering that we have 100% survival rate of all of our bad days, all of our bad moments, all of them.
And I'm not gonna sit here and say that there was never tears that ran from my face. Like, of course there was. There were days that I doubted myself, but guess what? I woke up. I said, you know what? Today's a new day. I might be rolling, but guess what? I got a parking pass and you don't. So guess what? Ha ha. I don't gotta walk far. You do. So guess what? I'm blessed. You're not.
Hey, we're blessed too, just in different ways, okay?
Exactly. Exactly my point.
Look, y'all, if you guys don't have Hoops favorited, please do so. He was on before. He had great topics, and God, that was over a year ago, wasn't it? I think
It was a minute ago. It was a minute ago.
I think you were one of my first in my first couple months. So yeah, it's been almost a year, well over a year.
It's
like
a journey, right?
14,
It's crazy. It's
15
crazy
months.
how it all works. But I think the biggest message that I can spread is just, if you're looking to be inspired, just find that one thing that's going to give you a reason to wake up every single day.
All right. Now, my last serious question for you before I just kind of ask you a few basic stream stuff is if you could go back and tell your teenage self any one thing, what would it be?
I would probably say I wish I wasn't so dang shy back then, and I wish I would have just been more open with just wanting to say how I feel, because now I feel like I can't shut up. So it's just like back then I was so reserved. Now I'm just like all the time. So it's just like, oh yeah.
Nice. I actually take my advice and I've stolen it from Booyah Boy. I don't know if you guys know Booyah.
Yes, I know.
But I had all these things that I was going to tell my younger self, right? And he pretty much dummied it down. Not dumb, that's the totally wrong word. Simplified it to, I would remind myself that it's going to be okay.
Yeah.
Just keep moving forward.
Yeah.
One foot in front of the other.
That's the biggest thing that, the physical pain, the mental anguish that you may feel, because it all connects itself. You have mental anguish, you might feel some physical effects from that. You kind of got to just itemize everything and kind of control what you can control. I think that's one of the most important things you can do is try not to always think about the inevitable, because that's going to happen regardless. Think about the things that you can control and put yourself in the battles that you're going to win.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
absolutely.
That's really what it is. It can be really difficult. It can be really, really difficult to always be positive. But guess what? It takes nothing to be kind.
Absolutely.
To each other. And
it is
love
free to be nice. And it actually feels good too. If some of you have never done it before, you should try it. Try to be nice. Yeah, it actually feels good when you make somebody smile.
It releases good endorphins, and it gives you a reason to want to spread more joy, because it makes you feel good at the end of the day. Like, that's the reason why I gift on here, because I just love seeing those people just blossom and smile and laugh, and like you're hitting a goal that maybe you were just like, I don't think I'm ever gonna get there. Well, guess what? I'm taking you there. So get behind me. I'm pushing you.
Yes. All right, you guys. Hoops. Tell these guys when you normally stream, types of streams you have.
Okay, so I stream pretty sporadically, but I've been trying to get a little bit more consistent, getting in a more of a schedule. But I stream every day for the most part. I do have a featured show. I think you did mention it in the beginning. It's a talent show. Actually, we got some auditions tonight, so a little shameless plug right there. Jolly O'Gale is down there in the comments. She did win last season. Big shout out to her. I love her. Yes, awesome person. But my streams are always fun, positive. I always try to just be my goofy self and try to just really, hopefully just bring a smile to somebody. You know what I mean? Because this app can be toxic. It's no secret. Extremely toxic. So hopefully, you come to my stream, you laugh a little bit.
Good. All right. And do you have any auctions or battles or any of that
Oh.
fun stuff coming
Okay,
up?
let me just say, I'm not gonna really get into like the battle that I just had, but that was crazy. I did have a battle, I lost, but we made it to the final round. Auctions haven't been asked, but potentially it could happen down the road, and if it does, don't let me lose.
Okay, well, so hold on. I'm going to just null and void this. You've not been asked, and I'm going to throw it out there and ask you. I am hosting my next one, and we're doing it like a comic theme. So DC, Marvel, made-up comic, old school comic. You can go back to like Garfield or the what's the cat? Or the dog? Oh man, Marmaduke. You know, you could whatever, and you could do something as much as wearing a T-shirt or doing all types
You
of
didn't
like
know. I'm
a
kind of
deck
like into the
out.
whole cosplay scene. I'm into like the whole cosplay theater scene, so we might be able to tie something together.
All right, I will hit you up on IG with that when I finish
For sure.
the
Thank you guys for the
flyer.
gift. Thank you guys so much for
But
the gift.
all right, guys, favorite hoops right now. Go check him out. I'm gonna let him get out of the box to get his day going, and we're gonna go ahead.
Right. Hey,
Thank you, hoops.
Can you do me a favor? Could you put the ramp down real quick? I gotta get out of here.
Yep, done. Bye. Y'all, let's go. Welcome to Lessons Learned, everybody. I am SillyLilly, and that was Hoops. And Hoops pretty much told us that it doesn't matter what you face in life, stay positive, keep moving, and if you feel like you're struggling, find somebody who has got a similar difficult situation that's been through it, and then they can kind of help guide you through that, okay? Because I'm going to tell you, no matter how alone you feel when you're facing whatever it is you're facing, you're not. You're not the only one that's gone through this, okay? You're not the first one that's ever gone through this, I promise. I mean, unless it's like some super crazy, like, you know, off the wall, never in my life ever heard before, like not on record once type stuff, you're literally not the only one. But I'm gonna guess if you research into anything, we've all of us have been through something, okay? Now, for a few minutes, I would like to go through some self-care, self-love tips and questions. But before I do that, I would like to thank all of you for the gifts and for the favorites. Unfortunately, during the show, I cannot thank you for all of that stuff individually, but as a whole, I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Holy cow. All right. So yeah, you guys already know, if you've seen this show before, you know that my first question is going to be, what did you do for yourself today? What did you do for yourself today? Amber says nothing. I got up and got ready to get on here. You guys, thank you for the birthday cakes. Stretch says I went to work. Cool Dude says coffee. Lion says I woke up. Come on, what did the rest of you guys do for your birthday? Let me know. Put it in the comments. Or no, what did you do for yourself today? Is that what I said? DJ Yeah Boy says I made it here. Smiley's on her way for a 30-minute walk. Nice. Woke up, got out of my sick bed to oh, jolly. Good to keep moving. Good to keep moving. Chili pepper in my meal thinking it was cinnamon. Well, I bet you're awake now, Ginger. You're standing. Oh, that's the worst. Take your cat to the vet. Okay. At work, woke up, grateful it's Friday. All right, guys. You're on the way to people. I said, what did you do for yourself? Not, oh, the pool. Okay. Oh, that's cool. I was like, peopling. I'm just kidding. Like, I got to go to the store later. And I'm like, I could call ahead the order. Just pick it up. I guess maybe we'll go in. All right. Self-care question number 2. Do the people around you energize you? Do the people around you, I'm too cheap to pay people to deliver my groceries unless I'm sick and it's an emergency. I ain't paying for that. Do the people around you energize you? People who, yes, Jolly, yes. You deliver groceries. I can't look. I can barely afford the groceries, let alone pay someone to do it for me. Plus, it's my escape out. Grandchildren. So, listen, you guys, if the people around you are bringing you down and they're not pushing you to be better and they're saying negative things about you and they're not being positive and pushing you to be the best person that you can be, are you ready for my advice? They don't deserve you. Not for one more second, not for one more millisecond, not for another anything. If the people around you do not support you, bring you up, and push you to be better, they don't deserve to be around you. Okay? So keep that in mind. If you want to be, I don't know, a doctor, you're going to find yourself hanging out in the medical field, hanging out with medical people. If you want to be a vet, you're going to find yourself in college to be a vet around people who are working with animals. If you want to be a chef, you're going to find yourself in a kitchen cooking with other cooks. So you want to find the people that you can learn from. You want to find the people that are willing to teach you so that you can be better. You have to find the people who are not afraid to watch you and help you grow. Because I'm telling you right now, those people have had to have somebody else watch and help them grow. Okay? So please, surround yourself with positive people. Put yourself first. You guys, again, thank you for the favorites. Thank you for all the gifts. I appreciate all of you. Thank you for the birthday wishes today. And my third question before we do the tips, and we're going to have DJ Yeah Boy in the box in about 5 minutes, okay? Am I or are you making time to be social? This is part of my being social, but this is not what I mean. Like, do you actually leave your house? Do you actually go out at least once in a while with a real life friend? Because I don't very often either. Especially since I don't get out like a lot in the wintertime and stuff. But I'm a lot of a loner when I'm going out anymore. Because nobody I know wants to go out and hike. I can't find one single trucker around here that just wants to be like, hey, let's meet for a hike. You know? Hi, everybody. So you have to make time to be social. And, you know, that could be something as simple as, listen, it doesn't have to be dramatic, okay? Let's say you love dogs or you love cats. Volunteer once a month at an animal shelter. You'll interact with a couple people, but more importantly, you'll get to play with the animals. And that is like the coolest, right? You can volunteer at a homeless shelter. They hand out food at like a soup kitchen, okay? You don't have to put yourself out there with people that you even know, okay? Like, you don't have to be like, oh my God, I gotta go hang out with the family so they can rip me a new butthole, because that's what my family likes to do, right? Like, I just don't want to hang out with people who do not lift me up, right? But I can volunteer coaching, correct? I did that too. There's things that you can do that can get you out of the house to socialize. And it doesn't mean that you have to be with certain people. It just means to get out there, say something nice to at least one person while you're out to make them smile, and watch how good it makes you feel. Like, you know, walking by somebody and maybe they're frowning, right? Quick scan. Oh my God, I love your purse. Where did you get it? I think my dad would look fantastic in that shirt. I love it on you. Where'd you get it? Oh my God, who did your hair? I need that style. Oh my God, I love that necklace. That something that simple and that minute can take someone's really bad day and flip it upside down. You can flip it upside down. And all it takes is kind words. You don't need to buy and I really and I honestly think that I might start doing this with my daughter, going and buying flowers, and then they attach the card. And they kind of just walk around, and if there's somebody sitting there with their head down or quiet, they walk up to them, hand them it, and they just walk away. And then, of course, somebody on the other wherever wayside is videoing it, and they read it, and then they smile, and then they kind of start looking around. You know what I mean? But that might cost $10 and 20 minutes writing out little notes that say, remember you are loved and you are worth it. Keep smiling. It's a beautiful one. Whatever you like to tell people, right? And the reason that I want to do it with my daughter is because I need her to understand the importance on how you treat and how you react to other people is a big deal. If you're like, oh God, I'm going to be like, ew, you're mean. But if I see somebody that's like that, I'm not going to go, ew, you're mean. I'm going to try to make them smile. I'm going to be like, whoa, do you need a hug? And I'm going to mean it, right? I'm not saying it to even be a jerk. Sometimes somebody just looks like they need a hug and they might not have anybody to hug. I went a month without a freaking hug. I went a month without a hug. That is the longest time in my entire life that I went without a hug. And when my daughter got out of that car yesterday and ran towards me and wrapped her arms around me, it literally and utterly melted my soul. I need a hug. That hug, it was just, I needed it. And I've been telling her for days, I need a hug. I need a hug from you. I just need a hug. I need a hug. I need a hug. And I don't know for those of you that know, but if you have a loved one that's struggling, hold them in your arms and count to 30. Slowly, not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, in your head, and just hold them. And say, I need this. Just give me 30 seconds. And then count in your head. And you need it as much as they do. I promise. But that 30 seconds of hugging, it helps raise their happy vibes. I don't know all the proper words, right? But it raises the happy vibes and lowers the negative thoughts and the more difficult ones. I'm not professional, okay? That's something else I forgot to mention. We are not professionals. We are simply people who have been through things in life, and we thought sharing them with you would be motivational, okay? So remember, these are all things that I've learned from as myself. These are my personal views, my personal opinions, but they've worked for me. And if you've got a way that works for you, get in them comments and let me know. In fact, if you want, get in them DMs and we'll get you on this show, okay? Now, real quick, I'm going to run through 3 fast tips, and then DJ, yeah, boy, is going to hop in the box. Now, tip number 1, drink lots of water. Not coffee, not Monster, not Kool-Aid, not beer, not soda, not vodka. Water. And for those of you who've seen this show, you're sick of hearing it, okay? You're sick of hearing this. But for those of you that have not seen this show before, I'm going to keep this simple. If you weigh 100 pounds, okay? I understand most of us don't, okay? But I'm keeping the numbers simple, okay? If you weigh 100 pounds, you should then drink 50 ounces of fluid water a day. If you are 150 pounds, you should be drinking 75 fluid ounces of water a day. It's great for your skin. Ladies, drink lots of water and moisturize every day. Teach your children this, and when they're my age, they'll look as good as me. I'm just kidding. I'm being a smart aleck. But seriously, I'm 42, okay? Water and moisturizer. Water and moisturizer. Water and moisturizer. It works, okay? Do it. X is trying to lose weight. No, X. No, X. No. Okay, tip number 2, get your groove on. Throw on them tunes, and I don't care if you're sweeping the floor, dancing with your broom, or just flailing yourself all around your living room to your favorite song. Get up and get moving, because I don't know if you guys are fully well aware, but DJ Yeah Boy right there, that guy, he's going to be performing after the show for my birthday celebration, so we're going to be dancing up in here. We're going to be dancing before noon. All right? We are going to be dancing before noon. I only drink water. No, y'all drink your water. Drink your water. Get up. Get dancing. Get in the box with me today and let's get jiggy. All right? And now my last tip before I let DJ Yeah Boy in the box. And that is at the end of every day, I want you to do one small thing. Okay? And you need to keep a little notebook. You can get your own little magic genie one if you'd like. I don't remember where I got it, but I know it was on sale for $2, so I bought 2. But this is my second one. And I want you to write 3 things in that day that you were thankful for. Okay? Because I know for me, I lay there at night and I think about, oh my God, that person said this to me. I could have said that. Or I think about, oh my God, I ate too much junk food. You know, I had too much of this. I didn't take enough steps. You know, I yelled at my kid. I yelled at the dog. I can think of all the negative things I did with ease, right? And I can dwell on all of the bad stuff that I did that day without recognizing the good. So 3 things that you're thankful for every night before you go to bed. Just 3 things. It could just be 3 one-words, okay? So it doesn't take long. But before you go to bed, if you're struggling with waking up positive, I want you to write 3 things you were thankful for. And it could be as simple at the beginning as I woke up, I got dressed, and I brushed my teeth. Because I'm going to tell you right now, when you are in a depressed state of mind, that is exactly where you're at. I woke up, I got out of bed, and I brushed my teeth. It can be something, I'm telling you, if you've never been through depression, those are 3 of the hardest things to do. Getting your day going. Because you're afraid to face it. Because depression is awful. But when I started writing down 3 things that I was thankful for, I started to wake up feeling better because I was at least reminded of the good that I did. You know what? I woke up, I got ready, and I brushed my teeth today, okay? Now the next day, you know, I woke up, I got ready, and I made a new chicken dinner dish, something I'd been wanting to try. I went to this new restaurant. I finally met with my girlfriend for dinner, right? So you quickly realize that just by focusing on a few positives, more positive things are going to come your way. Negativity breeds negativity, and positivity breeds positivity. And with that positivity in mind, DJ Yeah Boy, are you ready? Because I'm not going to hit that box till you say, let's go. I'm waiting. It's like SpongeBob. All right, let's go.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. I made it. I got to start reading these flyers a little more carefully, making sure I get my AMs and PMs right.
Oh man. Well, I appreciate it. That's okay, because I do it too. And I know 10 a.m., especially if you're on the West Coast, it's not an easy time to be here for.
Shout out to Emoji J sending me a message about 1 minute before this, and I fired out of bed. I was like, oh God.
Uh-oh, we got an imposter down there, guys. All right, so DJ Yeah Boy, what are we going to be talking about today?
Well, basically, from what I was hearing earlier, like the topics that I was hearing, it's basically like it kind of sounds like the topic today is just like adversity and having to like how like you're able to like get through like life in general, or how you're able to make the necessary changes like the right time. And one thing that I was on a show yesterday and I brought this up, and I've been thinking about it ever since, is we need to treat life just like the game of golf. Because in golf, you're going to hit great shots. There's going to be great shots. And then right after a great shot, there's more. I mean, there's a chance that you're going to hit a bad shot, but just because you hit a bad shot doesn't mean that the rest of your round of golf is over. You got to collect yourself. You have to make sure you got to go, okay, what went wrong there? Okay, let's make sure we read, we react, and we keep going. One bad golf shot doesn't ruin your whole round. And I kind of feel like you can relate that to life. Like when some people, they get one negative thing happens in their day and then their whole day is ruined. Or it's one thing kind of gets in somebody's way and it becomes an obstacle that they can't get around. Like an example, a bunker in golf. You got to get out of the sand if you can. You got to be able to do things like that. And I think it's more of and like I've always said, the game of golf is a mental game. The only person that you're fighting in golf is yourself.
Yep.
And there's nobody else that you can get mad at. There's nobody else that you can blame. There's nobody else that you can, throw shame at. I mean, like it's you and the ball and there's nobody else.
Yep. And it's the ability to stay focused without overthinking. I think my hardest thing when I'm stuck on something and after I make a mistake is I tend to dwell on that mistake. And then I overthink and then I continue to struggle. So if I was to, let's say, have a bad shot, DJ, in golf, and I kept having the same mistake because I couldn't refocus, what advice would you give me?
First of all, I'd go, here's a beer. I need you to take a deep breath. I mean, in those type of situations, it's just sometimes you have to take 2 steps backwards to take 3 steps forward. So you got to, if you keep, like, for example, I'll just make this as a golf analogy because it happened to me yesterday. I could not hit a ball straight. Every ball I hit yesterday went right. Every single ball went right. And I could not for the life of me figure out what was going on. But just because I kept hitting every ball off the tee right didn't mean that I wasn't going to try and recover on the next shot.
Right.
And you know what? I would say 2/3 of the time I was able to recover, get the ball into a position that was able to get me set up for like a par. And I guess my advice would be is even if you keep hitting that one bad shot over and over and over, it doesn't mean that you can't scramble in life or scramble on that hole to save par and keep on moving unscathed. Just because one bad thing happens to you doesn't mean that the next 3 things are going to be bad.
Yeah, very, 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 very true. What do you think was a real life, like aside from just sports, situation where you had to remember that that you had to put that into effect? Like can you relate that to anything?
Oh yeah.
Aside from like the sports, I guess is what I'm asking. If not, that's okay.
Yeah.
It fills the point.
My daughter has special needs. She's in a special needs school, and she has this disorder where she loves to get people. It's not like, I forget what it's called. It's called like some sort of syndrome where like it's like she does not do well with people telling her what to do, and it's like, so it's really hard when she gets into her moods. You have to like, all right, we gotta read, we gotta react, and we have to make sure that we put her in a situation that she doesn't hurt herself or anybody else, and we have to make sure that she's taken care of, and and all of a sudden she'll start to calm down, she'll start to relax, and yep, thank you, that's exactly what it is. That's whoever in the chat there, thank you.
I know that one well.
And it's and I don't get my daughter every day, so I get her once or twice a week, so it's one of those things where when it happens, we sit down and we just go, all right, we're going to work through this. Don't even worry. All right. Like I always try to like be as like calm and cool with her. I say, hey, we'll throw on some TV. And then, what the funny part is though, 9 out of 10 times she's just hungry.
Yeah.
You pop some popcorn in her, right back to normal.
It's that level of hangry for me. I'll tell you, I mean, I get cranky when I'm hungry. I know that. And I think that was really, really awesome to point out too, that sometimes it's not just us we have to focus on when we're going through things. Sometimes we have to help others find their way because we're more experienced or we're the
trust
parent.
me. I'm working on myself every time I'm with her. She she doesn't make it easy. There's a lot of self-restraint. You know, you don't. I mean, trust me, it'd be a lot easier for me to just go ah, but you can't. You know, so you have to be able to pull yourself back and kind of look at it like almost from like a third person angle. You know, take yourself and her out of it and be like, okay, if you were walking down the street and saw this, like, what would you do?
I'd say that there's been at least a handful of times in my parenting years where I wish that I could have handled things differently, but you know, I would in turn yell, and I'm only admitting this to further explain into why that's not good. It doesn't get you anywhere. When you freak out and when you lose your ability to stay calm when dealing with someone else in a struggle, it doesn't help either one of you. It just frustrates you both even more. So you guys got to remember, as the wiser one, I'm not going to say elder or older or whatever, but as the wiser one,
As the tribal chief,
it's super important that we remain calm and positive even in the toughest times. And that's hard for me. That is really hard for me to do. So more power to you. My son's 22 and he had the ODD when he was growing up, and I did not have the patience that you have. I did not.
I mean, it is not easy. I mean, I saw this meme the other day, and it was a meme about parenting, and it was the scene from Jurassic Park where it says new parents, and it's like the second movie, and this guy gets off and he's like, oh my god, it's so beautiful, and then it goes to Jeff Goldblum's like, yeah, first it's beautiful, then there's running and screaming, and it was like seasoned parent, and I was like, see, that guy gets it.
Yeah. Sometimes having kids is like having little monsters running around.
It's like herding cats.
Look, guys, this is Lessons Learned. I am SillyLilly, and that is DJ Yeah Boy. And we're kind of continuing with the whole staying positive and realizing that all of us have things we have to work through, whether it's for ourselves, with our kids, for someone we love, for a friend, for a neighbor, for whatever. Please, guys, remember that staying calm and is hard. This is all, like I said, this is hard for me, okay? But staying calm, staying positive, and not doing the and freaking out and yelling, because at the end of the day, that doesn't get you anywhere. Staying calm, being collected and focused, it's really what helps, you know? And you never know exactly how upset another person is. If you're going to freak out on them, it could set them into such a downward spiral, and especially if you're dealing with your children. So I really like that you pointed that out, DJ.
Well, I think it's also another thing that kind of helped me do that in life is I coached middle school, elementary, middle school, and high school lacrosse. And no one kid is coached the same way. I learned that at a very young age. You can't coach the kids all in the same way. And I learned that very young, that there are some kids that you can get right in their face and say, hey, you better get your act together or we're going to have problems. And there are other kids that you have to come up to them and explain to them, hey, this is what happened. This is what we need to do. And this is how we're going to improve it. There's no right way. There's no one way to coach kids, just like there's no one way to solve a problem.
No, I coached my son's baseball team for 5 years, and I coached my daughter for, I think, 2. And not any one of them. Like you, there's some kids that just get on the field and they just know what to do. And then there's the kids that are there and they're learning and they're trying. And then there's the kids that's dads make them do.
And then there's Nathan. Everyone's got a Nathan. No offense, Nate. Not to you. That was the kid when I was coaching that I've always had a little like I wanted to smack him upside the head. His name is Nathan. No disrespect to anybody named Nate in the chat.
Yeah, but there's always that kid, and then and the dad's sitting on the side. I think that the hardest thing for me, but the proudest moment in my coaching career, was when I finally stood up to the obnoxious dad that kept screaming at his kid, embarrassing him from the sidelines. So I did to him what he does to his kid, and I looked like the maniac for a few minutes, but everybody knew what I was doing. As within 2 seconds, they knew what I was doing. This dad made it absolutely a completely miserable experience for this kid, right? So this kid's in the field crying because he missed a ball and the dad's screaming at him. So I'm not going to say what I said because I'll get in trouble, but I definitely checked that man because
I've had to do the same thing as well.
There's no reason that child needs to be crying on that field playing a softball baseball game, and they're like 8, 9, you know, like, what are you doing? What are you doing to your child? If you're that dad or you're that parent, shame on you. Shame on you. Sit your butt down, let your spouse take that child, and if you cannot keep your crap together, you don't deserve to watch your kid play. And if your kid says, I don't want to play, I want to do musicals, this was this gentleman's exact situation, let that kid do his musicals and quit shoving him on a baseball field. That's like me saying, you can't do the job you love, and I'm going to shove you and make you clean toilets if that's what you hate. I hate that, right? Do not limit your children from doing the things they love, please.
Who's the real child in that situation with the parents screaming and yelling?
The dad.
I had the same thing when I was coaching. I had to turn around because all the parents normally stay on one side of the bleachers. This parent thought it was okay to go to the other side and just screaming at his kid. I was like, hey, you need to take your over there before I put my in your
up your yep. I feel that completely. I
think I said that pretty well for a featured show.
Yeah, I think I only said one bad word, and it was on the card, so I didn't even mean to read it. But yeah, y'all. All right. So before the show's coming to an end, let these guys know. Are you on any other shows coming up? When do you stream? What do we find in your stream?
Okay. So I have my own show that I do Fridays at 6 Eastern called Cinema Score, where we have 3 contestants. We go on the internet, we look at movies, and we have the judge. We figure out what they were rated on the internet, and the contestants try to figure out what they were rated. Whoever gets closest gets a point and gets to pick the next movie. Sunday mornings at noon, I have a segment on Top Badge Ari's featured show Unpopular Opinions. I have my unpopular sports opinion.
Okay.
And I have a couple auctions coming up, but I don't remember the dates. So
I don't remember that. All right. So do you have your IG connected through your profile so that you can tell them to go click your IG and you'll be able to see it there?
All my knickknacks and patio acts are down there.
All right, guys. So if you've not done so already, please favorite DJ Yeah Boy. We're coming up on an end, so I'm going to ask you guys in the comments, give me a shout out to your favorite featured shows. Right now, put them all in the comments so people know what else to go check out throughout the week, okay? And not my show. Okay, let me rephrase that. All y'all's favorite shows other than mine, because I know I'm y'all's favorite. I'm just kidding, but we're going to pretend. Okay, make me feel important. It's my birthday. So right now, shout out whatever other featured shows. If it's your show, someone else's show, shout it out down there in the comments. And let's see, we've got 3 minutes. I don't know if you want to take like
I'm sorry, you were saying?
So cool. Thank you, Les.
We both like stopped. We're like,
I was like, he's a Dinobot. My daughter is gonna love that one. I'll have to send that to somebody. That was awesome. Acting out with Role Model Fresh. I see Boss Bro in here. He's got a show at noon today. So in 1 hour and 2 minutes, y'all are gonna be in Boss Bro's featured show, right? Who do you got on today, Boss Bro?
Channel Surfing.
Triple L is tomorrow. She has Live, Love, Laugh. So it's something like that. And hers is at 7 p.m. Mert and Moody. All right. So make sure you go check out Mert is Hot. Ooh. I'll have to scope it out. Good listeners. She's got What's Today again on Sundays at 6 p.m. La 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 la. I can't think off the top of my head, and the worst part is I've got the list. I'll have to look it up.
We got Damn
But
Daniel's top MCs tonight at 9 o'clock.
okay, nice, nice. He's mine. He says, "You two are funny." Let's see what else. What else? What else? Fake facts with Wednesdays. Yes, Wednesdays at noon at 12. Oh, I'm on Bella Boo's show this week. Her spelling bee. And also, you guys, here in just a minute, we're going to start my birthday celebration. I do need a couple minutes to go check on the kid, make sure the cage clean, use the bathroom, and grab some more to drink. But we had 13,800 followers. Whoop, whoop. Yes, go me. It's my birthday. Hello, everybody. All right, if you guys are just tuning in, you just missed an amazing episode of Lessons Learned. I'm SillyLilly, and we meet here right now every Friday, 10 a.m., but we'll eventually be Sundays at 10 a.m. And yeah, we got Suited Up with Chris. You've got the Rundown with Chris today at 3, I think. But yeah, I am going to, do you want to take a few minute break, DJ? Yeah, boy, and then we can like re-meet in 5, or do you want to?
Whatever you want to do. Sounds good.
All right, so if you want to go grab something to drink, I'm going to go use the restroom, or actually I can wait if you want to do that, and then I'll use the restroom when you come back. That way we don't lose everybody.
Yeah, I'll go. I'm gonna go grab a couple drinks real quick, and I'll be right back.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I'm changing my picture. Thank you for the cake. Okay, edit pictures. Make that one profile picture. Okay. Hi, guys. That was a heck of a show. That was a good one. Water, 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 water. Yes. I got to check my email. Still nothing.
I think this has water.
Oh, the anticipation.
The suspense is killing me.
I know. That was today was really, and it was really positive, right? Like, unless you're one of those jerks that yells at your kids or makes fun of people, then I probably ruined your day, but I'm okay with that because
there's one
karma
guy.
sucks.
You do know there's one guy who he said that, and you know that he was probably just like,
dog doors. What the fuck?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
oh.
Yeah, I tend to do that to some people sometimes, but you know what? Sometimes the hardest things to hear are the most important things that we need to hear, because I'm going to tell you right now, like, just to play off that a little bit, if you're that parent that's yelling and screaming at your kid from the sideline, that kid's not going to enjoy it. Not at all. Sit down, shut up, and let the coach handle it.
That kid's not going anywhere in that sport if you're yelling at the kid.
Mm-mm. They're going to purposely not want to do it, and they're not even going to try because they already know every time they make a mistake,
kid looks
you're
at
going
you,
to
the coach, like, hey, what do I do? You're like, I guess go fight your dad. I don't know.
Right, and you want to know what? As a coach, when the kids come to you, like Mike did, and they complain about the parent, it's devastating as a coach to know what that parent's doing to that kid. And I'm sorry, but it's almost like some form of abuse. You know, like that is a serious mental abuse. And it's not okay. It should not be allowed. You should not be allowed to stand on the sideline screaming and cussing at your kid because they missed a baseball when they're 8 years old. For the love of baby Jesus, they are children. Let them live and learn, and let the coach handle it. And if it's that big of a deal, take your derriere to the little coaching room and sign up. Otherwise, sit down and shut up.
Yeah.
And if you've been a coach and they won't let you coach, it's probably because you were a jerk to the kids.
Probably because you sucked at coaching.
You weren't nice, okay? All right, guys, I'm going to use the bathroom. I'm going to get this chair out of the way because we are going to stand up. Uh-oh, I need to put new batteries. This is finally dying. We're going to get the chair out of the way.
Show was awesome.
Oh. Okay, we're not featured anymore. But All right, let me fix the thing. Birthday celebration. Begin. Edit description. Birthday celebration. Has begun. Okay. All right, I'm going to go use the restroom, and I'll be right back.
We'll get the tune started when you get back.
Okay.
Play some elevator music in the meantime. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, it is early, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all. Wait, no children, no kids. Sorry. Woo. Sorry, but fuck them kids. I could play it. I could play like. Hit him with the old. I'll give you the hold music. The most iconic hold song ever. They'd have me sitting on hold like. This thing's a banger. Even though your phone speaker's so awful, you never hear all this cool stuff in the background until now. We know your call is important to us. Somebody will be on the line shortly. Trauma waiting 30 minutes. Please stay on the line. Just goes forever. You're like, stop. Make it stop. And then randomly it would just be like, it would just start over for no reason. Every time. That was always the funniest thing ever.
That one and that other cereal, they're both actually really good cereals. All right, y'all, I'm back. Lizard's good, kids eating, and now I'm finally ready. What's up, y'all? Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm your DJ.
Yeah, boy.
Here we go.
Tonight, what?
Actually, there is Lil Jon. She's right here. She's right there, actually.
I got one motherfucking question.
What's that, Lil Jon?
Who's celebrating the motherfucking
Oh, right there.
Who's celebrating the motherfucking birthday? Who's celebrating the motherfucking birthday? Who's celebrating the motherfucking birthday? Where the birthday boy at? Hey, where the birthday girl at? Hey, where the birthday boy at? Hey, where the birthday girl at? Hype that motherfucker up, go, go. 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 It's your birthday, motherfucker. Turn up. It's your birthday, motherfucker. Turn up. It's your birthday, motherfucker. Turn up. Go, birthday. Go. It's your birthday. Go. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Who's celebrating motherfucking birthday? Who's celebrating motherfucking birthday? Who's celebrating motherfucking birthday? Who's celebrating motherfucking birthday?
What are you guys all doing this weekend?
Hey, where the birthday girl at? Hey, where the birthday?
The 21st anniversary of her 21st birthday.
Way, let the birthday girl twerk some. Move out the way, let the birthday girl twerk some. Move out the way, let the birthday girl twerk some. Move out the way, let the birthday girl twerk some. Twerk some, twerk some.
That one got me.
Twerk some, twerk some.
I mean, it is what it is, right?
Hey, it's a real one birthday. 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 Hey,
Birthday songs on the station. I never heard of that, dude. Baby bamboo.
We're gonna go all over the place today.
I'm okay with it. We like all over the place. It's like my brain. Right, Boo? You think so? Maybe. Probably. $11.11, make a wish. I made my wish. Did you make yours? I don't think I've ever had a dress on this early. Wendy's sending hugs, baby. At least not a fancy sundress, maybe.
Turn up the bass.
So if you guys are looking to have any events, remember, DJ Yowboy is available to host events, and he's got some other great DJs he knows as well. So hit him with that fave, y'all. That's a little thank you for always being willing, DJ.
Turn up the bass.
We have a purple party Sunday for Ash. Still got to do boop, but she's got to be willing to box up for it. Well, then that's a good thing, dude, because she didn't diss you again. So she acknowledged. I think she said something yesterday. DJ, yeah, boy!
All right, I gotta play my song that I've been working on. There's a song that I've been personally working on, so I gotta play it. There's some fun stuff in this song, and it's an enjoyable one. I enjoy it. I've been working on it with the producer, so you guys check it out. You guys get to check it out too.
Tell her, dude, tell her. All right, I hit my send 100 gifts on ya. If anyone deserves it right now, it's you. Let's go! Challenge met. Fernanda, hi, thank you.
Oh, level up!
Let's go!
Hold on.
Thank you.
We gotta level up. We gotta level up.
We gotta level up. Thank you, Fernanda. Oh, my Lanza. I wasn't ready for that. Thank you. Oh, man. I can't wait for later today. I'm excited.
Yeah, I just leveled back. I just leveled up. I just pulled back.
No argument from Cool Dude, right? Yeah.
I just leveled up. If you wanna level up, you know you gotta.
Ooh, I like this level up song. What is this?
If you blow a bag, you can level up. If you blow a bag, you can level up.
I like this one.
You know you gotta blow a bag.
Had to play the level up song real quick.
Right? Thank you. I like that level up one. Who sings that?
Give me a hell yeah!
Thank you, Princess Moment.
I said give me a hell yeah!
Hey. you. Got you. Let's go.
You keep pushing me aside and I can't break through. There's no talking to you.
Oh my gosh.
It's so sad that you're leaving. It takes time.
Thank you, thank you. All rings. Jeez Louise, Bugaboo, you're coming on strong today. Holy cow. Someone got screenshots of that jet, right? Anybody? All right, I at least got that, so I can post. I gotta post the level up on IG. Well, I took this one. I don't know how to screenshot on my phone, on my tablet. But I could just use that one. He says baloney. My Joshy lost all of his fluff. He got a butcher haircut. What? He gets so mad when I put him down, but he's like heavy, but he's not heavy.
My dog's always like, excuse me. What do you think you're doing?
I missed my fluff ball, but he needed a good cut. We were in the woods and we encountered some bugs and ticks, so I had to shave to make sure I got all of them.
Your dog doesn't even look like an Eskimo anymore.
No, he doesn't at all. But I keep telling him, calm down, it'll grow back, and he's still handsome. I don't think he believes me.
What have you done?
He doesn't really like it, but I think that he knew it had to be done. Because I've never done that to him before, ever. I've never shaved him because I was told their hair protects them from the heat as much as the cool.
Yeah, it's a little air conditioner.
It's not though, dude. His fur protects him from both.
They have a dual-coated fur and self-lubricating fur that like keeps a little air pocket. That's cool. I have a funny drop I have to play. It's in honor of Josh. Josh went to the groomer. Got clipped. Sorry, Josh.
I was the groomer. That's why it looks so bad.
Oh, that's even worse. He's gonna make this even more on you. Here we go.
I can't take it to the groomer. He hates the groomer.
Well, then after Josh looked in the mirror, he saw what happened to him. He was literally like, oh my God. Mom.
Simon!
Mom.
I didn't fucking shit. I didn't rig shit. I didn't fucking do this. I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about any of this. This world's so fucked up. I'm done. Do what you want. Pull the plug.
Poor Josh.
Thank you, Siren. How have you been? I feel like I haven't seen you in forever. I haven't seen you in at least 2 weeks on. Yeah. Oh, 42 years young, Siren. 42 years young. A bit during the day. So I've probably either been on when you're on or I was out working, excuse me. So that explains it.
Oh no, Tom's been banned. Oh no.
Bad Tom.
Oh, hold on a second. We have, all right,
you,
so when somebody
JD.
gets banned, we do something here on our end.
Oh,
Tom's
all
been banned.
right.
Thank you for your service, Tom. You were gone, but you're not forgotten.
Okay, baby.
You will not go quietly into that good night. Thank you, Tom, for all the dicks you showed to everybody. All the racial comments you probably were saying. We salute you.
It's Tom from MySpace. So Tom just got banned. What's up, nothing personal? How are you? Baby, I don't know what I'll be on for today. I don't know. This weekend I've got plans. I might be a little busy for some of these. But I'll be on here and there, short streams.